Did you know that in the past, there was a hill in Singapore where many locals did not dare to venture into? Prior to the arrival of the British in 1819, Fort Canning Hill was known as Bukit Larangan, or Forbidden Hill. It was believed to be the burial place of many ancient kings, as well as the site of a large ancient palace during the 14th century. In 1299, when Sang Nila Utama landed in Singapore and saw a lion, he established the Kingdom of Singapura. A pathway along the western side of the hill was constructed to commemorate the 5 kings of the Kingdom of Singapura. This pathway was known as the 5 Kings Walk. Near the 5 Kings Walk is Pancur Larangan, also known as Forbidden Spring. It was a freshwater spring that used to flow from the west side of the hill and was said to be the bathing place of the noble ladies of the Royal Court of Singapore. Sultan Iskandar Shah was the last king of Singapore and fled to Malacca, where he founded the Malacca Sultanate when the Majapahit Empire attacked Singapore. It was believed that Fort Canning Hill was Sultan Iskandar Shah's final resting place, and a shrine called the Keramat Sultan Iskandar Shah was constructed on the hill to commemorate him. On the southern side of the hill, you will find a stone called the Badang Terrace. Badang was a legendary figure in Singapore's folklore during the reign of Sri Rana Vikrama, the 3rd king of Singapore. He was known for his immense strength. It was said that during a contest of strength against strongmen from Kalinga, Badang lifted a giant stone and threw it from Fort Canning Hill to the mouth of the Singapore River. This stone became known as the Singapore Stone and stood at the mouth of the Singapore River until the British blew it up in 1843 to clear the river passage to make way for a fort. Remnants of the Singapore Stone with inscriptions of Kawi and Sanskrit words are now displayed in the National Museum of Singapore, and the stone was considered the oldest artifact in Singapore. When the British arrived in Singapore, Sir Stamford Raffles chose Bukit Larangan as their base of operations for its strategic location overlooking the Singapore harbour. In 1822, a residence was built for Raffles and his sister's family, and the hill was renamed Government Hill. This residence was known as Government House, but was later demolished in 1859 to make way for a fort. It was subsequently rebuilt in 2003 and is now known as Raffles House. In 1859, construction for a fort on the hill began, and was finally completed in 1861. It was named Fort Canning, after Viscount Charles John Canning, who was the then Governor-General and first Viceroy of India. Between 1859 and 1867, 15 guns and cannons were installed on the hill, along with a hospital for European artillerymen. Even though Fort Canning was heavily equipped, it was never used in the country's defence and was eventually demolished in 1907. Today, 2 9-pound cannons, the Gothic archway of the fort's entrance known as the Fort Gate, and parts of the fort's wall are what remain of the once magnificent Fort Canning. Fort Canning Hill was officially renamed Fort Canning Park in 1981, and today it serves as a popular spot for recreational activities where visitors can exercise, enjoy leisurely walks, or even hold wedding photo shoots. Yet, traces of Singapore's illustrious past as both a powerful kingdom and a strategic colony remain quietly embedded within its landscape, waiting to be discovered. If you like this video, consider subscribing.